Hi, my name is Siphiwe Gloria Ndlovu. I'm the author of The Creation of Half-Broken People, which is a Gothic novel set in the heart of Southern Africa. So as a PhD student, I focused a lot on post-colonial theory and feminist theory, and that has, from the very beginning, been integral to my storytelling. Since I started writing my first novel, The Theory of Flight, up to this fourth novel, The Creation of Half-Broken People, it's very important to me that we think critically about a lot of the things that make up Southern Africa in terms of its history and its present, and how those things affect different communities, women, queer people, Black people, white people. So there's a lot of diversity in my work, but also I think that diversity is definitely seen through the lens of post-colonial and feminist thinking. So history is very important to me, and it wasn't always. When I was a student in high school, I wasn't particularly interested in history because of the way it was taught to us like the dates mattered, what happened on those dates mattered, but the people didn't really seem to matter unless there were these big names that had been the people making the choices. And so actually in high school, I stopped doing history. And when I went to college and started doing my master's degree in film, I had an opportunity to take a class in South African history, and that's when I found this thing called social history, which then made me think about history in very, very different ways. History being about the people and how people actually impact history and how history in turn impacts people. So it's like it's a symbiotic relationship. And it just became a very fascinating thing for me. And since writing is in many ways about telling the stories of people, I have always wanted to tell the stories of people through a historical lens, seeing how people are shaped by the events around them and also shape those events. So that's always been a theme that I'm actively pursuing, because I find it very interesting how much power we have to shape events and how much power events have to shape us. The one thing I learned as a film student was that you have an image in your head as a filmmaker, and it's up to you to replicate that for other people to see. And I think this is an important thing for all writers to know, because when you're writing, you have images in your head, and as a writer, you just use words. As a filmmaker, you turn those words into images. And so I think the images matter. And I write in a way that is very image heavy. I think imagery is very important to the way I write, and I want people to see through detail the way I see it in my head. So I spend a lot of time thinking about what exactly it is that is being seen, and also how that can be then communicated on a page that makes it easy for the reader to also picture it in their mind.